And that's, I think it's so hard for us to say that our songs are country. I don't know what we are, but what we're writing is something.
Well, we've been influenced by so many
and by life.
different kinds of music, you know.
Yeah, life in general.
Yeah.
Who are some of your biggest influences musically?
Bobby?
Wow. Now or all my life growing up? Let's see, who would be my biggest influences?
She's Martina all the way.
I love Martina McBride. I think Martina McBride is so awesome. I love the fact that Martina doesn't have to go out and sing about getting wild, you know, cheating on her husband. She's always singing about things that sometimes are on the edge of being almost political, like Independence Day. I think when that song first came out, it was about a woman who had been, you know, beaten and battered, and she didn't want her daughter to grow up like that, and you know, she did something about it. And a lot of people, I don't think at first really wanted that kind of stuff played on the radio, but it was true. It happens. There are women being battered and beaten every day.
It's really.
You know, Concrete Angel about a little girl that was abused, and I mean, Martina just writes. She's my biggest influence. Absolutely.
Well, now me, growing up in the 80s, going to school in the 80s.
Go Rocker!
80s, and had the mullet.
Go!
I had it all. My mom and dad tried to get me to listen to some Charlie Pride, some Freddie Hart, George Jones, which, you know, I like. But, you know, I was that bad boy, and I like the 80s stuff, you know. For me, from 1969 to 1985, greatest music ever. Led Zeppelin, Skinner, Motley Crue. But now, you know, after I got out of high school, here comes this country influence, and it had to be George Strait and Travis Tritt for me as far as my country influence. So, love Merle Haggard,
Oh, I love Merle too.
but you know, when I like all music, because when it's good, when it hits here, it's wonderful. So, you know, I really couldn't pick a particular influence. It would have to be just all of it.
What about you, Bill?
I'm the same way. I really haven't got an influence, I guess. I love all genres of music. You know?
Now, as a guitar player, Billy, who would be your influences there?
You know, there's so many. Eddie Van Halen and Roy Buchanan, you know, I mean, those are my idols, you know, my heroes.
Yeah.
Those are my warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I really like, you know, moving back to the old country, I like Tammy Wynette.
Yeah.
I mean, old Tammy Wynette had a voice of silk,
Yeah.
and we played with her.
Yeah.
We played with her at the Everly Brothers
Right before
show,
she died.
right before
Yeah.
she passed away.
What about locally when you were growing up in the area? Were there bands that you heard that had
Oh,
an
yeah. Ty Bark. I went to every Ty Bark concert. Tony Lindsay, Kyle Frederick, Mitchell was the drummer,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff.
Jeff, oh,
Carr.
no,
Cook. Jeff.
Jeff Brooks.
Brooks.
Jeff
I
Brooks,
knew it.
awesome.
Sounds like Cook.
Yeah, that I went to see them everywhere I could. Loved Ty Bark, absolutely loved them. Was always out there, and I remember sitting out in the audience, saying, "Gosh, wouldn't it be awesome to get to do that for a living?" And they had a big following, and they were hot.
Yeah, my Runway 5 days, Jeff Allen Band. I think he
Yeah.
went on to be the rhythm singer and harmony singer with Tanya. Jeff
Oh.
Allen Band.
Yeah, you're right.
TNA with Jeff Harr and all those guys. I mean, you know, that
Who
was
was the
my
one with Alan
influence.
Borders?
Oh,
Surefire.
Surefire.
Steve
Yes.
Wood.
Steve
Alan
Woods
Moore.
and Alan Borders.
Great band.
And what's his name? Billy, guitar player?
Oh,
Billy Sacred. Bill
Yeah,
Sacred.
Bill
Sacred,
Sacred,
yes.
yeah. I mean, Bowling
Jamie
Green.
Rose.
Yeah.
Bowling Green's loaded
Who?
with awesome
Jeff Harr.
musicians.